What's going on, everybody? Hang with Scarcasm back. We are in the middle of August. We got my man Delvin Cox in the building, and he brought us a video to watch. Now, this is different than mostly what we've been doing is watching YouTube videos before, and is different in two ways. One, it was a video that was on Twitter, and two, it's quasi-political. Now, I don't know how you, the audience, feels about political stuff, but I'm very like not like super into politics. I'm really the kind of guy that's just like, yo, my only part of this is a vote, and outside of my vote, I don't really get too deep into politics. It's just like, yeah, I keep up with what's going on, but I ain't about to be out there telling you about my political ideologies on Facebook and shit. Like, that's not really how I get down. But okay, so Delvin, why did you choose this video?
Because it's funny as fuck. Because it's not even the political aspects of it. It's just the absurdity of the statement. Like, just take away whatever political party said it or whatnot. If this was any political party, whether Democrat or Republicans, just take that away and just listen to the actual statements that's actually said about what's going on in our country and what's affecting white men in particular.
Okay.
and enjoy the comedy that ensues.
And okay, so the video's only a minute and some change, so we just gonna let it run. I ain't gonna say nothing until it's over.
Yes.
All right, Chase, you got it.
Does everything tell you guys through Hollywood, through books, through music, through our entire culture is that white men are bad. White men, they're bad. They have to be pushed to the back. They shouldn't be listened to. But what that's done to your generation and even some of those a little older than you and those definitely younger than you is it has created hopelessness in many of these guys. Hopelessness, they're lost. They grow up in a broken home or maybe just a really bad home. No one is there for them as they're growing up. They spend time hours and hours alone, which is what do they do with their time when they're alone? They don't have an after-school job if they're in high school. Maybe they probably don't play a sport. So they're spending hours and hours time alone, which turns them to all kinds of bad things, porn on the internet, reading crazy stuff in chat rooms, and God knows who's in there and saying what they're saying. A lot of time playing video games. And I know people don't like to demonize video games, but I do think that maybe has a role there for certain people. But what hopelessness brings is...
I must be a white man.
Hopelessness leads you in this direction.
Apparently, I am Caucasian because I watch porn and I play video games.
I don't understand this statement. Okay, how do we unpack this? Okay,
we laugh.
First of all, this is laughable, and I mean, as a person who plays video games, I don't call myself a gamer because I think gamers suck. But I don't call myself a gamer, but I play video games. Hopelessness?
Yes.
Like,
because you call the white man bad, Chase. This is your fault.
Okay.
Well, it seemed like she was coming up with a rhetorical statement that she doesn't believe in, and then she comes up with reasons that statement is true.
She just made some shit up. Like, okay, let's be honest about this. Like, when we talk about...
she's describing incels.
Yes, basically. Yes, basically. But, like, okay, so, like, the two things that she described, right? Let's go to porn first. One of the most popular places in porn is interracial.
Yeah? Well...
I mean, that is one of the most popular places. Is that so? Like, so
let's call a spade a spade.
Is that demonizing? I mean, like if you're into cuckolding, like maybe that's a demonization of white men because it's usually like that is basically like
You can say it, Scarfinger.
Usually,
Big black
usually
cock.
it's a brother. It's usually a brother piping down a white chick while her man watches, what her white man
Yes.
watches. So like I guess that, but like I mean, I don't see how that leads to the desperation that she's talking about in video games. Let's be honest about this. Like as a person who plays video games and is black, like we have been screaming to the rafters for years.
This dude on the left looks like an incel, by the way.
Yeah, very much so. That most of the protagonists in video games are white men. So, like, if they needed something to look forward to give them hope, the guy that's saving the day is a white man.
No, because they're allowing women and black guys to be main characters now. That's why it's hopelessness.
Yeah, but like, I mean, but like,
Even though it's only 3 of them, doesn't matter.
there's only 3 of them. But like, and that's crazy. I mean, and even to like games where you can create a character. There's a lot of people that creates who they think should be the person saving the day, and even some people of color are creating white people because we're so used to white people saving the day. Like, I mean, let's be honest about this. And like, and even in games where you can really get into like changing a person's features or whatever like that, and a lot of games where you can actually make a black person, we're basically just putting dark skin on a white dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like they don't actually look like black
like
people.
Like an Aliens?
Like you can clearly tell. You can clearly tell that's not an actual brother. But I don't know. I just you know what? I am not going to try to unpack this. This is absurd.
You shouldn't. It's a ridiculous statement. It's a ridiculous statement. And it's I can understand the aspect of some white people feeling like, you know what, we're always made out to be the some white men feel like we are always made out to be the villain. I can sympathize with that a little bit. I can see that. But to throw out the notion that because of these white people feel like they're the villain, they're just going in these lonely, desolate rooms. Their parents have abandoned them. That's what you said.
The hours at a time, like the abandonment and stuff like that. Oh, wait. I thought that is some y'all subscribe to us. That our parents, like, especially according to our fathers, like, you know, are abandoning us and we're alone for hours at a time and we have nothing else better to do than porn and video games.
Porn and video games. It's an absurd statement.
That is like, it's like this person, and we know that she said some just insane things before, and I don't think she's very bright or very not very bright, but I don't think she's very
intelligent, smart,
learned. Wait,
learned it.
Learned.
Well, have you ever heard of
she obviously doesn't understand young people.
I have something else to say about the other dude. Like, you ever heard like when ladies would say that like people think they're mad because when they're just resting their face, it's called resting bitch face, and it looks like they're mad, but they're really just sitting there.
They say he has a resting incel face.
He has a resting Nazi face. He looks like the dude that like ran people over. Like he looked like he.
Okay, people watching this at home, the white dude said that.
Yeah, that was Chase. Wasn't the black people.
The white dude said that.
I defended you guys. I don't think you guys sit home watch porn all day and play video games.
I mean, but let's be honest about this. Nope, I'm not gonna say this because I was gonna say that he looks like he was in the Hitler Youth, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that he looks like he was in the Hitler Youth.
Even though you just said it twice.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not going there at all. But yeah, this is just absurdity. I can't believe that this lady has supporters.
Yeah, a lot.
And I know some people, like on my Twitter, I know some people who are supporters of hers, and I think this is all 45's fault. Like, just saying absurd things and people being like, yeah, like,
yeah. It kind of is weird, man. Like, this is the thing about it. It doesn't work for everybody, in my opinion. Like, 45 got away with it because he's 45. Not everybody can pull off that swag that he had. Like, you can hate him or love him.
Okay,
but
look at this lady right there and the popularity that we just talked about. Obviously, she can do it too.
I don't know if it's working all the way.
I
think there's elements of it's working because we won't find out if it's working until it's time for her to get reelected. That's the crazy thing about it.
Depending on her area,
she might win. I think she's in Georgia.
That might be pretty easy. Georgia?
I want to say yeah.
I mean,
she might win.
I mean, Georgia is pretty much. Let's be honest. Like, Georgia is Atlanta, Savannah, surrounded by Mississippi. Like, what do we? Maybe we throw in Augusta, but Augusta's pretty small. Like, in the scheme of things, Augusta's pretty small. But like, this, they say that about most states, right? Most states are like the big cities surrounded by Alabama.
Yeah, Miami's kind of like that. Miami, which is kind of left leaning, if you want to believe it or not. Miami itself is kind of left leaning. Miami-Dade County is kind of left leaning. Then there's everything around Miami, which is not left leaning. So it's kind of weird.
And the Hispanic community, especially in Florida, generally goes right.
Yes, because they believe the Democrats are, at least in the Cuban community, they think the Democrats are like Castro. They want to go back to that communism stuff. They believe that. They strongly believe that, by the way. That's a fact. I was married to a Hispanic woman. I'm cool with her family. We're still cool. They're my family, and I've heard the conversations.
Wow.
Yeah, they really think that the Democratic Party's on that communism shit heavily.
Socialism.
Yeah.
All right. So we got through this one. So we're gonna do another one. But for now, y'all do the things like, share, subscribe. What do you think about this? Put it in the comments, like good, bad, or indifferent. Put it in the comments. We already know how this is gonna go with the masses. So like, if you got beef with something that we said, send it.
Remember, Chase said it.
Yeah. Chase was the one who said the worst thing. His email is crucialchase. No. And if you have a problem with us watching this, it's Delvin's fault. Do the things like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back with some more content and doing some reactions. Hopefully not any more nonsense like this in the next video. Peace out to the Warrior Show.